overall, you're still going to be playing towards these objectives. So I expect a lot of focus as we get towards that, third, fourth dragon on trying to set up properly around these fights.
Yeah, and I think the big question is going to be
one I've heard of, but I've heard it from like 5 different teams. So probably why we're not seeing it on stage is Ice does get the cleanse, but it doesn't stop successive CC from coming in. Bukata on the way down, decent damage with the crushing blow, and there it is! The fast bomb to finish it. Paddock laying down some heart on the bottom side. Pele giving pretty good vision, steady vision. Side of Shifters there as Heretics ready to try and make a play of their own. Send with a Hex Flash forward. Hook going to connect onto Trimby. Crash down, not quite ready. Beautiful sequencing of CC there from Team Heretics. Quick kill pickup, and now the Dragon has to...
I'm curious what build we'll get out from Trace. We'll probably know after this, but I've seen like some people playing around with like Riftmaker and the Andres and some other builds, but
I can test.
Bukata locked up, Pantheon on the way down, trying to lead him down. The Drake has dropped, Bukata's running to safety. Saren coming in from behind to try and finish the kill. Sheo finally gonna get knocked down. Sten on the retreat. Trimby remounting, ready to go. Sten flash out, Trimby going to follow. One more auto, and Paddock might be able to finish it, but they cannot get it done. Shifters with a nice punish. They lose the objective, but moving in for a little bit more. And again, Team Heretics, what are you doing?
that felt so...
Just fight all the time.
I think the professional term is a whoopsie.
Trimby making a whoopsie of his own. Crash down, pushed back by Saren. Not today. Trimby. A little bit too deep on the vision there. Caught us leading in the darkness. Has a Triforce. Will hit like a truck, but just wants to wait for someone to show up so he can get in there. Q, auto. Oh, it's so much damage to the Corki. Valk forward. One more Gene proc. And that's all it takes. He will lose his life, but casually walking up and essentially 3-shotting the Smolder.
Just try and match you on the bot lane. I think that's what they're so scared about. But at least now, Shifters is a little bit more proactive.
Warp down. They just wanted to lead Ice. Ulti to try and clear the way, but down he's going to go nonetheless. That is a massive commitment from Shifters.
Good timing, though. They managed to get the kill.
It's very low effort AD carry for the not so APM inclined as Ice sitting comfortably on the back line for now. All of the combos kicking off though, and Ice's front line is just completely demolished.
That was a bounce house from hell right there. Shifters playing that incredibly well, but Rooster, Cyclone, second Cyclone, was just absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
Let's go! Let's go.
Like 2 years.
That is true. Yeah. But it's not Worlds, so...
Also, I'm just saying, a lot of the Faker champs are just permanently OP. It's an observation. Push back. Trimby not going to be able to find the engage. The hook goes in. Oh, Trimby definitely did not want that. Sheo coming down from the sky. Quick pick in the side lane. That Shifter's trying to up the pace a little bit.
I just tickles that thing.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Shifters. Rise.
Shifters.
The Rise Corki is what I'm looking at. Although the Azir eventually will do damage. But yeah, Ice, no. You see the Nautilus and the Rumble coming together. There is an angle, but flash forward, going in from Rooster. Not quite going to hit the Q3, but gets double flashes out from the side of Team Heretics. Now Trimby looking for a bit of follow-up. Saren still fine, as is Ice, completely untouched. Trimby about to fall, but shielding is there from the footwork. Rooster body blocking, and Bukata ready for the re-engage, but a quick push back from Saren. Team Heretics holding the line beautifully, denying engage after engage, but have to be careful not to step too far forward. Instant hook onto Nuke. He goes golden. Buys a second with the stopwatch. Sheo ready to go right back in. Trimby burning. Extra shield from the crash out, keeping him standing. They're all so low. But Team Heretics are all still standing. They're going to set their sights on the Dragon.
The thing is, though, Shifters can actually reset it with Rise's Realm Warp and the Hextech Journey actually make it back in time. You see the TP already coming through. Actually, no, it looks like Heretics just going to be able to finish off this Dragon. And Shifters couldn't find the engage they wanted. And Heretics have to steal away the Dragon. Saren pushes the rest of Shifters by. Every engage tool was met with an answer.
Going in, though. 5 stack in the bush, but Tracy lays down a decent equalizer, sadly. Cannot keep Shifters around as it's an instantaneous pick onto Sheo. Nice stack, nice bait there from Shifters. Not going to fall for the same thing twice as Rooster still goes all out. Probably needs to back away now, though. It's quite squishy, and Team Heretics just going to focus on taking control of the mid lane, breaking that tier 1. Extend health bar incredibly low. Emperor's Divide is available, as is Ice's ultimate.
There's a lot of splash damage from Heretics, though.
But there's no... Sheo just isn't here. This should just be a guaranteed objective. There's no way they can take this. Bukata good on the smite. Trimby now looking for a bit of a re-engage. Saren trying to make the play. Ice finding the initial shutdown, but it does not look like this is going to work out for the side of Team Heretics. Shifters take the objective and get the fight as well.
Nice engage from Trimby on towards the back line. Made it very difficult for Heretics to try and rally. The Shifters get Baron, and they get the objective. And they get the fight. Nuke
Shea on the top side. Oh. Can be a bit tricky, but third items are there now. Well as an additional Zeal for Ice. Nuke, however, not interested in waiting for a 5v5. Instead, just gonna do 1,000,000 damage by him. Bukata, don't push a button. Let him have, yes, that's what we like to see. 1v1, Bukata just a spectator.
That was insane.
That was
much damage he just did.
That was, I would look down for the actualizer. He doesn't have one.
Also,
Having a top laner, but probably just because they don't want to give up this soul. Now Shifter's laying a trap in the brush. You got a TP coming in for Rooster, looking to rejoin with the rest of the team. Bukata got the smite earlier. Can he get one more? Sheo instantaneously locked down. Nice knockup to keep the fight going, but Hextech Drake is down, and now Shifters have the soul. Saren's still uncontested. Tracing with a solid ulti. Nuke running for his life. Big damage from Potok off to the side, though. Sheo ready to fall from the sky. Nuke continuing to sprint away. Trippy with the instantaneous CC! Sheo just deleted. And Team Heretics chasing. They want the fight. They're begging Shifters to come back, but Shifters walk away, and they get the obscene all year. Now, I've seen 6, so it's not that crazy, but
no, it was very at least.
history repeats itself. Sheo running, using the Aegis Assault. Sten now going back in. Sheo with no E cooldown means it's hard for him to step forward, so Sten just dies. That was a big moment of miscommunication.
There we go.
Nice immediate use of the Realm Warp here to kick off the objective. There's just nothing that can be done here for the side of Team Heretics. They're going to be too late.
Yeah, there's basically no vision. There was that blue ward very briefly. Tracing.
Equalizer just in case. They're preying on a bad smite. Won't happen.
I was
AK, well, that's what I'm calling it. It's Protoplasm Harness. So if they do lock him down, it is pretty easy for him to get that burst of tankiness alongside the Celestial opposition. And Escape is now Shifters looking to end the game. Knocking open one inhibitor. They've got pressure in the mid lane as well. 200 stacks wasn't enough, 300 stacks wasn't enough. Maybe if Ice gets to 400, they can win the game. But for now, Shifters slow, steady, controlled, not looking to force any kind of base race. Another Realm Warp out, Sheo going in, but now a bit of a split in the team. The focus on the Trimby means there's not really any avenue of attack. Shifters just have another wave on the top side. They're going to break another inhibitor. 1 minute until Elder.
And you're getting so much poke off as well with that Hextech Soul.
Then going wide, Trayson trying to clear. Good initial engage. Sheo gets some locked up. Bukata burns! Smolder finally getting an execute. That is Jungler dead when Elder spawns.
The Elder Dragon going across.
Yep.
And Shifter surely with this can end the game.
Surely Hextech and Elder is enough.
And it should be gone. Or at least, well, you want to try and hold it until Baron.
They've synced these waves. Surely this is enough. Trimby instantly into the midst of the entire team. Shifter's just going to delete. They're just going to focus on killing the Nexus. They're going to kill the Nexus, and the game is going to end. They won't make the same mistake twice. That's right, folks. Nobody embarrasses Shifters 2 days in a row.
That Nexus didn't stand a chance. Trimby running guard on just being a distraction.
And I just said that they were going to hit the Nexus because that's what I prayed for their sake that they were going to do. And they did, and they found the win. Team Heretics wanted to scale. They weren't given the time. They weren't given the space. Shifters finding their first win here in LA.
We're getting some spice in these drafts. This is what we wanted to see.
100%. Thank you. And some potential for explosive early games. I think we will sort of be, our eyes at least will be laser locked on. We'll probably just expect to chill until at least level 3. But their health bars are in pretty good shape, so haven't lost out too much in these first few levels.
This is not the game I expected.
Going mid! Oh! This is his entire day! He did the thing! That's it! So we will be able to just walk back into mid. Relatively calm, sort of extended play around this objective as we get an all-in on the top side. Bear looks like he wins those, although ulti traded for ulti. It's a healing battle now, but the Bear looks like he's coming out on top. However, the revive still there. Boss's health. Getting the revive cooldown is good, but giving up your flash is going to make things tricky.
I was surprised to see Lost Tones move up towards that top side to try and cover. Yeah, and that's the flash and the heal burnt now on Reckless. You still have all these summoner spells up. Hazel.
Crowning,
he has
barrier combo. Crowning, what? They didn't thought Prime was gone. He's going to lose the side. Tau getting extra levels is big because Zahed is so cooldown gated early on, and now Velia in trouble.
Oh god.
Doesn't have the flag anymore. Yukino wants to keep the play going. Flash over the wall, follow with the clone from Yukino. Another spin on the Cyclone.
He did.
Now down he goes. That's the solo kill. Los Ratones starting to crumble. Yeah, Milsu zoning with the ball. And I gotta say, we mentioned how important jungle was gonna be. Yukino absolutely dominating in the context of that 1v1 match. With Boss now going all in. That's the ulti from Tao. Boss maybe waiting for the guy to expire, but the damage, just too much. Tao with the solo kill.
Pushing Boss, pushing mid, and Camilo actually might look for Nemesis here.
He's going in Shockwave Veil. Yukino's ult available as well. Novelia does not have his. KCB, 4 stacked on the objective. Top laner's the only ones not to participate. Crowny debating if they want to go in. Velia caught off to the side as the Drake goes down. Will flag and drag out, so.
The advantages that you would have liked to play through him there, but Nemesis.
Extra movement speed. Cyclone trying to get in range. Just clips him on the edge with the knockup. A little bit premature on the ulti there.
But the call was Boss is missing, and Yukino knows it.
Flag, drag the Q, follow up, Thunder Rains from the sky. Yukino able to flash briefly, but it looks like Boss is going to finish him. It's the shutdown. Nemesis now in trouble. Will be able to walk it off. On the other hand, needs to be ready to flag and drag initial interrupt. Boss wants to keep this going. Still has the extra help from the ultis. The Hen ulti coming in as well. Velia goes down. Nemesis solo. Prime wandering his way in. Reckless with the extra healing to defend his mid laner. Boss going on a bit of a walkabout on the top side. KCB still coming out even in that trade, but Boss, I don't think he's walking away from this one. Oh, the heal is there. The Q flash, hand delivered back to Tao.
That could have been so much worse for Lost Ratones.
For Crowny to walk up, Hazel the threat of the all-in with the ultimate. Very real. Is Boss not afraid to continue trading despite being down 2 levels. Ulti there. Healing is going to escape, gets pulled back, he's going to die.
And I don't think that's a good one.
Nope.
But here we go, Velia.
Now might be in trouble in the meantime. Yukino, they're trying to cut him down. Velia wants to finish the kill desperately, but Yukino is still alive. Nemesis and Reckless on the way out.
I mean, Lost Ratones just disjointed pushing waves to get for Dragon, and Lost Ratones haven't really managed to trade for anything on the map.
No, I haven't. I mean, it's difficult when you're so far behind in terms of overall pressure. You can see Boss trying to win out on the 1v1. Will hold the tower for a little bit longer. Tao has overcommitted a bit, doesn't have access to the flash, does have access to the ignite. This is an opportunity to turn. The passive is not stacked. This should just be the quick kill for the Boss. Tao, tunnel vision on the tower, and it's going to cost him, but it's Prime with the 3-man! Instantaneous. The way to disengage is just too late. KCB find a slightly better flag, but it's Los Ratones who take the objective. And it's only Reckless who drops.
It looked good, but you don't have the damage there yet. Camilo only on an item and a half. Extent, you can try and play around the Boss and Crowny elsewhere. We'll have to see if that is going to be the plan. Is Prime a little bit far forward?
So the opposition already popped, forcing the ulti out as well. Has been completely caught out. Good realm warp to punish. But now Boss needs to escape through the tower. 160 gold for himself. Yeah. The Boss off on the side, but so they have now marked him 6K, getting lower. Los Ratones have to be super careful. The Boss already caught on side. Protobelt's away. Tao just chasing down. Velia going for the initial engage on Camilo, trying to force out an early shockwave. And down goes the Ori. Now it's Nemesis on the flank. Hazel in an excellent position to try and take over the fight, but he hasn't been able to get any damage down yet. Prime going in. Drake stolen. Crowny manages to get it. That's the Freak Master in the midst of the fight. I don't know what he's doing, but it's certainly getting freaky. KCB still trading down just a bit on the kills. It can't find the engage. Tao dropping as well. Well, Ratones, I can't believe it, but they found a way. Scaling, I don't know how you feel. I think scaling still probably favors KCB in the long run, but Crowny able to finish that 3rd item does mean that he's quite scary.
It's just more of a how do KCB play it? Because I think if you do play for, oh, hang on, Valiant? He's out.
Nope. Whoa, what out? He was in.
Did he click out?
He must have clicked out. No, now Crowny's gone too. He's been picked up.
Lads, what are we doing? Lads, it's in front of Baron. And you lost your tier 2 of Boss.
I mean, Mark asked me yesterday if I could hype his team up, and that last play I was hyped, but that was rough. 2 back-to-back picks. 1 misclick, 1 misstep. 2 champions dead, and now KCB get a Baron, well earned to punish, to find those angles. Yukino constantly on the hunt. Los Ratones caught asleep at the wheel.
Multiple flank angles, and Lost Ratones now stepping up in front of KCB. This is much more difficult to play.
Haven't quite marked Tao yet. The Baus being realm warped into the backline. Flash in from Yukino. Crowny split from the fight initially, but still able to lay down a couple of auto attacks. Nemesis completely split out. Needs to get away from Tao. He's fast enough, but the Baus is getting taken down in the meantime. Tao single-handedly splitting the fight, forcing Nemesis away. KCB standing strong. The Baus caught once again. The Dark Enclave just continues to find him. Bullbear doing his best to run a slow there, connecting. But here comes Prime once again, so good on finding the angles. Down goes the Baus. Drake to the side.
Behind Nemesis now, though. He's going to have to realm warp out of this.
Collapse is there, realm warp is there. Flash forward, hoping for the shockwave. It is going to connect. Nemesis will get taken down. The damage potential from the Rise is there, but he's just CC'd. 60 seconds down the death time.
He's going to push in waves, get as much gold as they can, maybe get a place. But KCB with a second Baron and very little left when it comes towards turrets for Lost Tone.
Ah, the no and Yukino. I see. Follow for Prime. Oh, God, did we just cast or curse them? I was about to praise Prime. Follow from the Baus. He thinks that's his time to go in. I still don't know if this is a great fight. Turning it back again. The W is crucial on the bite there. Baus doing a lot of damage, but the chain CC is there. Can't quite get the shield down. Crowny now gonna be in trouble. Decent tidal wave, but CC immune is Tao. Dashes right through the Cataclysm. Finds the kill. Nemesis now running away.
I think it's fair. And they get Hazel. That's also
yeah. It's still a close fight.
And here we go.
They found Hazel. They've knocked up Hazel. Another piece of CC will hit Hazel, but no damage is hitting the Yunara. Prime re-engaging on the Baus. The Baus now in trouble. Quick stun back. Both sides just running back and forth. But it's another super wave. Both Eternities don't really have time to move back to Fountain. Crowny hasn't been able to find an angle of attack, but Hazel's ulti is now faded. Surely if there was a time, the time is now. Miller Stone Cold, though, still has access to the Shockwave, waiting for the perfect moment. Yukino rooted. A lot of damage coming in from Nemesis the Baus.
Oh my God.
Goes in on Rise. Tao a lot of damage. CC immune in the midst of the entire team. They're going to burn it down before he gets the revive. Crucially, Baus off to the side. Might be able to make the difference. That's the exhaust, but KCB not going to falter. Baus going right back in. Hazel going to delete him. Holy stack now on the queue. As Yukino is spinning in the back line, but it's going to cost him his life. KCB set. I set on the objective. One more auto. Crowny manages to kill him. If they kill Camilo too, they have a chance. One more auto onto Camilo. They're running. KCB wants the wave in. He goes, oh no, Camilo, that's not it. Goes on the flash. He gets him. The timing is off. The Zanyas. They don't have the damage. KCB.
Reckless still wishing he was an AD carry right now.
An insane finish to an otherwise essentially flawless game from KCB. I mean, there were a lot of flaws, a lot of missteps in that game. It was messy, but KCB, the cleaner team, for the vast majority. And credit to them, they showed good stuff yesterday against their sister team.
Iceborne Gauntlet and the Bramble Vest just beats the Renekton in side lane, so you get side lane pressure. You've got good mid jungle setup as well, where you've got enough lockdown with the level 6 to try and set up.
Waiting just for that flash to come off cooldown. Paris going for the combo though, and Riley's on the way in. Fleshy immediately forced to flash. That's the summoner spell he saved earlier. Now I don't even think it's going to save him. They're still going forward. These are the cooldowns we mentioned before, though. It's going to take a while before Ambessa can go again. A few more seconds. The hook into the wall. Ambessa just doesn't have any spells. She finally gets one. Oh, she just can't hit on the Q2.
And then it was on a 5-minute timer for every dragon fight. But with the Ghost, it means you've actually still got access to chase a lot of these members down. So if you get headbutted away by Paris, you're still relevant.
Fleshy manages to connect, pushback, first blood. Fleshy takes it. Not ideal, but getting the kill in mid lane. Perfect is Knock now going all in. Uses the Ghost, running down main turret.
But honestly, like, it's cool to see him back. Like, he's just a very fun player to watch.
Yeah, and I think it's always tough when you have that single split to show the best, as we see the response engage in the mid lane. Humanoid just able to flash out in time as Riley's on the chase. The kill will get finished. Going over to the jungler of Navi. Trade of blows between both sides centered around this mid lane.
A little risky if Linces and Flesh are able to cover, because you can't get shuffled back into the tower.
Paris. Knock up, holding the punt. Already gets the auto, knocks Carzzy back to try to make the trade as favorable as possible. Paris is only level 5. Crucially, though, flash away from Fleshy. Dodges the empowered W. Double barriers traded. Rylek on the way down. Splitting, level 8 to level 8. He and Linces might just go for the 1v1. Rylek likes his odds, but Paris overstaying. He is going to get caught out. Finally able to ult Carzzy, still able to finish the kill.
Paris path team was terrible there.
But
Rylek now very quickly using his abilities to get topside though.
Done there, pushback from Mainter is going to ult and go all out. So So Flash traded for Flash. Lilac on the way up, as you highlighted. Red buff empowering him. Good initial burst damage. Follow-up is there from Manger. The footwork to empower to keep the shield going, and it's Linsis who walks too far forward. Navi plugged it back in. We had to stop. But he's plugged it back in, folks. He did it. Confirmed. League officials have confirmed. We've resumed the game. The Drake has been taken.
Iceborne Gauntlet completed. And immediately the top laner is winning for our NAVI, but Humanoid.
On the Humanoid. Gliding his way out. Paris just continuing to chase Linsis on the way to try and interrupt. Pushback only connecting on to Paris. That just means he's going to hit the auto anyway. The flick connects. Hobie takes the kill. That's pretty devastating for the side of Vitality. Is now on the bot side. Painter missing the Pathmaker. It's a pretty long cooldown. Can go all out to reset it. Misses the Q3. Will go all out. And I think he just needs to walk this one off. But instead he wants to go right back in. Dashing through. Q3 not going to do much. Knock.
As well. So Karzi needs to get that finished.
Might have misclicked the Herald as he did hop in. And then crash it into a wall. Initial catch out onto Fleshy. Knock, not able to find the back line as the Chemtech Drake goes down. It looks like Navi do want to back away. Rylick flashing out instantly, but it's Linsis straight in. Manger trying to pull away. Low, ticking health bar. Knock, not able to do a damn thing. He's been isolated. He's been brought back up into the air. Finally, the Lectin is set to fall. Samdi free to do whatever he wants. Navi team fighting, looking incredible. The flick hits onto Linsis. He goes back in, stuns himself, and dies. That was incredible.
Game open with that fight. And you call it, Dracos. That was incredible.
I mean, overall team difference, even if it does put him farther ahead individually, sadly he can't. Oh, no, he's going to stick around.
I mean, they have to do something, but...
Hook, flick back. This is not the play. Fleshy hoping to hold that tower. Humanoid can set up another one if he wants to, trying to catch Poby. Poby again, great reactions as Somni just goes in on Humanoid and pops him.
And now you got to TP back to try and defend parts of your base, but Navi, they're just going to be able to step away here. There's the Ghost.
Knock, go.
You got to go.
Ghost.
You got to just go.
That back step was a little bit awkward. I think hoping for something. Flash forward. The wall from Poby! Oh, that was terrible! That was absolutely not the wall that they wanted. That...
Yeah, that was not it. That was the idea.
Out of the woods quite yet.
Dragon's about to spawn as well. Chemtech's all available for Navi, so Vitality...
Turn caught Karzi. Karzi's immediately going to die. There's no way they stop this. Rylick already back into Humanoid. He's completely isolated. It's a disaster for Vitality. They're going to try to recover what they can, but Maynard catches him out on the way. You're not supposed to be allowed to have MS and Cassandre on the same team, Rob.
It's a little disgusting. It's a little disgusting.
It's original Cassandra. That would have been it for me. I would have packed it up. SpongeBob meme, time to head out, surrender vote. Let's go to the next one. Vitality going to do their best to find a way back into this game.
And Manger got to the right side of the wall.
Manger did get to the right side of the wall. Humanoid's dead. Picked off in a side lane. Old habits die hard as it was. Sometimes you need a miracle.
Marath is just like a cow in the way.
That would be really tough, yes. And there does seem to be a cow in the way. Linsis found the cow. Cow's still in the way. Baron 3K getting lower. Knock to quite be able to get into the pit. Maybe hoping to find a fight, but he's just being publicly executed. His lane advantage deleted. It no longer matters. Maynard's still alive. Q3 manages to catch out Karzi, but they're taking out Rylick. Somebody finally coming over the wall though. Karzi flashing away from the empowered W, but the GA is there. The cooldowns, however, aren't. Karzi finally allowed to open up. Paris down. Triple for Karzi. Hoping for more, but Somdi does not give a damn. Double for him, hoping to make it 3 as he and Poby remain standing.
Sam D getting the pop off at the end. But
you can see Humanoid did push out bot wave, so there's no wave to play on there for Navi. This last wave doesn't seem like it's going to have too much effect. So Navi want to break the base. They need to do it on this wave. That is the timer that they're on, but Fleshy wants to start a fight instead. Knock go instantly in the back line, looking to lock up Somdi. Somdi in trouble now. Knock go finally putting the gold to good use. As Humanoid also doing a good job. Karzi locked up, knocked up. The follow-up damage coming in from Rylick, and it might be enough to turn the fight. Knock finally found his way into the back line, but now they're finding their way onto him. Poby still standing. The Unraveled Earth, the flick back, a good buffer from Fleshy. But it does not matter. Navi holding on in that fight. A good effort from Vitality.
The wallets were too large. The Chemtech Dragon was too strong. The low health bars for Navi just could not be punished. It was a great attempt from Vitality, but unfortunately just was not enough in this game.
No, it was not. TP's coming in now as well. Because it feels like two top laners in the base. LEC and Mainter finding their second win on this stage, backed up by Poby. Fantastic game from this team overall. Vitality maybe one last desperate hold, but I think after day one, people have learned to just hit the Nexus. So they're taking their sweet time. Mainter's gonna die for it, but they will win in the end. NAVI 2-0 in LEC Versus.
And a well-earned 2-0 for this squad as well. NAVI looking good coming into LEC Versus. Bot lane looks strong, Poby looks fantastic, LEC and Mainter have been great additions. This is fantastic.
It is a good look. Of course, you can vote for your player of the game at LEC on X, Mainter, LEC, or Poby. Some top side.
Play sometimes put him in those difficult positions that allow for the opposition to punish. So we'll see what he can do with the Nautilus. It's a very aggressive pairing. Varus, Nautilus, typically threatening a dive.
Cheeky angle at that, you're right. I think it will be. The health bars, though, looking pretty good here from Yoppa and Mickey, but the dive comes nonetheless onto the 80 carry. Yoppa hit away. Now the flash followed up by Razork, and a bonk on the head to help for the first blood. It is a 1-for-1, but the 80 carry goes down in Yoppa.
On the rise, you do have fantastic early game push. He's really utilizing that to go back to base, pick up that early tier kind.
Here we go. One trigger to be pulled, no Phalite accessible here. Skeen's going to walk on in, slicing Maelstrom, and there is a flash, but can he move? Wonder locks him down, and there's the kill. Doesn't have that cease and desist available, so it is an ultless trade for junglers as they fight over. The 1000 smite comes in, and Razork, never mind, the flash failed! Over the wall match there as well. Skeens, maybe it was a spectator bug, but regardless, as he bolt breakers out, he might be okay for now. Razork gets back in over, and Leader flashes too. Summoners down for SK as they get pushed out of their own jungle.
Fumbling a little bit there.
Bad cow.
But Fnatic back on the map, set their sights on bot lane once again.
Bully Yoppa again, the Fnatic playbook in merit with a trample down. Yoppa's kept in place. He has the range though, and lost for one more auto, one more turret shot would have done it, but the dive works out in the end. Question mark? Okay, Razork's gonna go down as Mickey picks up the kill. Meanwhile, the dive in mid, Skeens finds some success. Turret shot won't finish him off. SK fighting back, but the dive on bot Fnatic. Talking about another lane that's successful. Let's look at Leader. Leader in the matchup, looking real good. Now going to bring that towards top lane. Realm Warp, and Empress is going to get bullied dead again, but it's a solo kill. They didn't even need to come top. Wonder just says, watch me. Bonus EXP is worth noting. If Wonder joins a fight, it is going to be monstrous as Razork brings out the monster on Mickey first, onto Skeens. He joins in, but the flick back is beautiful. Bloody trying to get the pick, but Mickey's taking a while to die. Razork gets the flash out so he didn't get traded as Skeens. Now stuck in a 2 versus 1. Upset joins in, but sniped from Yoppa. Chain to corruption as well. Perfect ulti. The SK80 carry flashes away. It's now back up, now back down. As Upset gets rooted, now walks away, but Lost was stuck in the middle as well as SK bring this fight back. Mickey took so long to die that SK found their angle. A lot of washed players, a lot of oldies. We joked about it yesterday, but Wonder's taking him to town as good stun up from Empress goes into the dominance, but the stun comes likewise. Razork now visits his favorite lane. Flash away, the sliding Maelstrom will not kill Razork in the trade. And no matter what, Razork will be bot. TP though, as he sticks around, maybe wants to get out of here soon. They're committing for the turret. Mickey's going to look for an engage. Turret doesn't fall down just yet. Razork's like, I'm dead. I'm going to take the objective bounty with a depth charge and even a dodge away. Everyone's here from SK. It'll be a long trade, but goal back over to Fnatic.
He sacrifices himself.
SK, Betty. Like last year was a disappointing year, I'm not going to lie.
Mickey though,
okay,
getting engaged on.
Is he caught out or is it lost? Is the flash away? Maybe I know my answer. Slicing Maelstrom in the bottom lane. Wonder builds the space, gets the stun, and Skeens is here to help bring in the fun. And Frost goes down. And Skeens picks up the kill. We look back towards mid. Yoppa at half HP. He's hit down by the Arclighter Ruin, but Upset has run out of range. So I know you were saying on a podcast with Jat that you were like,
hang on,
it's out hitting the ground running. Maybe this is it as well. Leader's going to walk forward instead. Flush away from Vladimir Skeens. Vault breakers in, but a TP comes in where Yoppa joins the fray in the flank TP. Even more dangerous with the cannon on the way. TP's going to finally finish, but it's a slow one as Wonder flashes past the seismic shove. He gets one, and it's bloody SK again. Fighting fire with fire.
It was Fnatic that won this summoner spell so well as a Kennen player, either looking for flanks or looking for that backline play. Let's see though as they Set up for the river. Razzle going in.
He's got himself a Cyclone. It's a good angle, but he's just run into Yoppa, who takes him down to 0. Skeens is going to be the trade as Mickey jumps in as well. And remember, again, we just talked about W1D not being able to flash in. And Norris is slicing Maelstrom up, but still, they're going head-to-head. They're going even. Flash in from Yoppa, this 80 carry. The balls on this man. A triple about to turn into a quadra, but stolen by W1D. If it's not W1D, it is Yoppa leading the charge.
SK dominates another fight against Fnatic. They may have lost their jungler, but this will be...
wins this their top 5. Thank you so much for that. You know what? That's good. So they're the top 50% if they win it at 1-1. You, sir, very wise as we look at another fight in the jungle. Mickey at half HP, but it matters not again. Lost, but has to run for his life, but stunned up. Skeens helps Lee to get the kill, who's now on a killing spree himself. 3,000 for mid, 3,000 for top. This is looking good.
I mean, admittedly, not much that he could really do in that situation. But now they start off the Baron. Razork in the area. Can he find the steal?
Well, he needs a good angle. At level 13, let's find his way in rather. And Frost has already started off the fight. Gets kill on the Mickey. Skeens gets the ulti, and it's perfect. It doesn't matter, the two have already gone down as Razork is now into Yoppa, but it's too late. WND shreds them to death, and SK will be pulled off the Baron, but the enemy team is Vision's going to be found, but at 10k it might not even matter. You can see Razork's going towards bot. He'll try and steal some jungle camps while Baron goes over, and this slow burn from SK continues.
What a one-day difference will make, right? SK looking night and day.
It's medic though, isn't it? When you say one person, I feel like he's claimed everything.
Might be about to fall.
Yeah, he might have to go night-night as well. Razork, yep, dead in an instant. Teleport burn. I guess everyone wanted to be there as a pity on the minute. Don't worry, guys, he'll catch up.
He will catch up. He's on his way.
The Genomite does go down once again in the bottom lane turret. It makes it quick work. There's something to be done towards mid eventually as Fnatic look for their pick onto WND. Stridebreaker used, but WND's not caught out. Instead, Mickey pulls the engaged depth charge onto Upset. He was previously deathless on the champion, but you can't say that anymore as Skeens tries to run in. It looks a bit messy, but Chain to Corruption again. Leader's going to follow up, and dead in an instant is lost, but WND flashes in and makes short work of Vladdy. Well, meanwhile, Upset is trying to do what he can to Mickey, but it won't matter as well. Lothman's going to die Priestley, because I'm looking at Yoppa. Similar names, Vedi. It sucks sometimes. Triple kill comes through, and already, Upset almost dies. But a triple goes over regardless. Baron enhanced recalls go through, but the base is in tatters.
Double TP is available for SK. They're going to go back to base, quickly rejoin their AD carry, and set their sights on closing out this game.
I don't know what Upset can do. He might be 4-2 and 3, but WND is going to one-shot him, getting close to as he steps forward. He can't even get in the same realm as Losper trying to do the same, but the Nexus is exposed, and down it will go. SK looking great today.
SK looking to make a statement with that performance. It was a scary start with the lead that Fnatic was able to build in the bot lane. The fact that they were able to find that dive, but then everything else on the map was just... G2, they've got a pretty solid front-to-back style of comp. They don't have a huge amount of side lane pressure in contrast to GX, who very much have that 1-3-1 option.
Riveting stuff. Ooh. Let's see. Now maybe it gets a bit more explosive. Flag down. Skewmon spotted. Flash. Okay. LeBron with the crash down was beautiful. Jun gets knocked up into the air, but the hail of arrows helps. Noah's damage is good, and Skewmon might be in trouble. Flashes over the wall as well. A miss from Noah. He tries to get ranged. Han Sama zones out. Now turns to Isma, who flashes, flags, drags, and Jackie joins in with a phase rush. He walks out as well. A lot happened, but no one dies.
No one dies. The Q doesn't connect from Noah. Couple flashes were burned. Let's take skirmish. No one with quite enough damage. And it is quite funny when you look at the items of everyone and you realize, yeah, it makes sense that there really wasn't enough damage.
Chains, that ulti used well, and first blood over to Jun somehow.
Beautiful snipe. Until that gets nerfed, I feel like that you just can't kick him out of the meta. They've nerfed Lethality Virus a bunch of times, but just in lane, he just trades so well.
And especially when we're getting these crit 80 carries coming back, a small engage here. Isma turns it into a big one. The setup is beautiful from Lot, and he'll take him down. Broken Blade joins in, gets a 1-for-1 now that Isma's down as Lot needs to flash over the wall, but it's matched. Broken Blade gets a flip out as well. Pulls in the all out, and Lot, even though he kites away nicely, Tempered Fate not going to be saved. Cap flashes forward, gets a stun out, and Lot is down too. The Realm Warp can't save the life, and for G2, they snap it back.
Broken Blade picks up into Flash thanks to Jun's ultimate.
Here we go again.
No Flash available. The grubs have started.
I think we're just ramping up. Lot slowed down. One grub taken, rather two. The engage is there. It's 2v2. Skumon gets a knock up onto Isma, but Broken Blade jumps back in. The Cassante takes a while to die with double buff into 4 people. He still wants to go forward, but Broken Blade a bridge too far. As Skumon picks up the kill in response, the Brov has to get out of there as well and follow his jungler. The last scrub to be taken. It'll be 2 for GX, 1 for G2, but we're going head-to-head with these kills.
It is nothing but a scrap, kind of what we expected after the performance.
He tried to quick scope it and went 180 the other
He did
side.
what many of my Call of Duty montages looked like back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Tempered Fate. Okay. Realm
Ooh,
Warp
big
as well.
Tempered Fate.
This is a good collapse. Lots coming in at a great angle, and Caps is isolated. A free kill waiting as well. Eggnivia down. Jackie's with the kill. Dragon is free.
A nice collapse from GX. I mean, I know what they usually build.
Should we
Hang
clone
on,
Jack
hang on.
Spectra?
LeBron, X-Flash.
Oh! No crash down for him. Vedius is disgusted, but Skumon has saved the day. Really nice present guard, but the engage followed up by Isma's even better. Flash away from the enemy jungler, or rather from G2's. As Broken Blade has stepped in to try and help out, but versus 5, he can't stick around for long. A mistake there from Lebrov is going to cost him. The biggest question is now, Noah, Transcorruption comes out again, instant cleanse at half HP, Arclight Rune gets him down flat. Broken Blade's in, now with the all-out onto Noah. He takes him down for the shutdown. G2 are chasing this up. Jun flashes immediately, and meanwhile on the right side of your screen, Caps is going to survive while Realm Warp gets Jackie's out. A win for G2. Yeah. No, it doesn't scale, and again for Broken Blade, he's going to have a treat the longer this game goes on. Locke can't get over the wall. The ice wall is a prison. A crash down, Locke. Will he be able to move? You have your answer. As Dragon is now spawned alongside Baron. G2 have a 5 versus 4. The Dragon and run approach is GX as the smite comes down. Okay, now they run. They do get a lot of it is on that top lane, but...
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that. Like, Locke just died mid.
Yeah.
He just died.
And maybe Noah does as well now as well. He just used his flash. His cleanse is gone now too. Flash from the last play. Lot misses the ulti, but now he's caught out once again. He dies mid once. Betty, he's going to die mid again. Gets a kill on the Brov, but hang on. He's not dead yet until now. Hanzo picks up the kill. The Cataclysm comes in. G2 are caught in the middle like fish without a sink as away goes Jackie's. GX is still trying to fight this, but Broken Blade's in front. And much like that fish, he's going to have to swim out of there.
GX are the ones that have to fight back for it. They have the Bard ultimate available to them to stall.
Chains miss so to start us off. Isma needs to steal, but he flags out. Tempered Fate buys time yet again. It's a 2-man. Jun gets split back, but Broken Blade has done it. He's found 2. Chemtech is denied. It's all in. It's a circle comp, circle rip. All I'm seeing, health bars bleeding from G2 as Isma tries to part this way out, but Skumon re-engages, gets the range, and now he sacrifices his own line. Realm Warp for 1 for 2. Hunt Summer has to be part of the running squad as Arclight Rune gets the slow down range again, but a miss. A whiff. The arrows are down as Hunt Summer at half HP has to flash away from this deadly duo. GX now have options to take mid, but they did lose the Drake.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating for GX to lose out on that Drake threat. G2 are able to just barely get away as GX and G2 go for 2 for 2.
Mega Blast Cone again, Tempered Fate used, crash down is good, Jun's the target, and Caps is just hiding away the fight. Cassante is Cassanteing, but Caps is capsing. As he flashes away, you look at Noah on the right trying to hit his poke and range, but GX is separated, and there's a pause, and that person... Let's go! Okay, we don't know what it was. Let's just say Baron was orange instead of purple. Let's go with that for now.
You can't say that. I'm
No,
pretty sure you...
Is that spec?
I don't know. Stop saying things.
Every 10 Barons should be a different color. We're going to start it up again, and it is a bit of a celebration. Whoever picks this up and takes control of the game.
Well, very little vision. Our observers highlighting for us now that GX can see absolutely nothing. Broken Blade acting as the gatekeeper to deny them access. Tempered Fate likely going to come through from Jun once again.
Look at that wall, Broken Blade, Tempered Fate you mentioned. There it is finally, but it's run dry. 4K Isma needs to get in the pit, but Broken Blade won't let him near. The burn down, the 1400 smite, the deal is done. Broken Blade's dealing with 2 people, and that's Noah gone. So G2 can have at him. Giant X have 1 target, and it's Broken Blade taking on the entire world, knocked up into the air. But Baron for 1 is still hella worth on the Baron.
Absolutely a worthwhile trade. G2 using...
Baron mid. Actually still standing as GX look to defend bot. That's where G2 seem to be hovering as well. Okay, engage on the Caps. He has Egg. Level 17 Anivia. Isma ambitious. Now split up. Giant X don't have their jungler, and Jun. He's getting 1 shot from range. Skumon flies in for the kill. And G2 now have a 5 versus 4 with the Baron buff. The
Playing
C.
through one lane. But what was a game that just felt like it was going the way of GX. They were constantly finding picks onto G2. Felt like G2 regrouped, refocused, and since then,
Baines.
they found picks of their own.
But do they really come in? Broken Blade can tank this up forever. It is Caps for the time being as Handsummer went in deep. Broken Blade flashes in onto Jackies, gets a couple of whiffs, couple of misses. Now looking for the flick back. He will eventually die here. A step too far maybe for the top lane, and Tep and Fate didn't connect there as Caps. It wasn't flash used. John! That ain't Carrier's Bard, as Jackies now took the magical journey as well. Giant X decided to go in to die one by one, and Isma is coming up next. It's a miracle he's live. GA now used, Egnivia in form, Caps is gonna drop as well. Lot bringing the fight back. We have just decided to throw caution out the window. It looked horrible from GX. Now it looks horrible from G2 as the Baron plays completely in the toilet, and Soul is going to be deciding that it is a good time to fight. Jarvan says it is a good day to die, but I wonder, does he really mean that? GA, he can dive this and onto Lebrov. This set up from Lot. Public execution, easy as that. Lebrov just wanted to back in a bush that he thought was absolutely fine to. Now G2 are down a member.
Yeah, and I think GX can convert this into another tower as well. Jackie's pushing in mid lane. Knocks that one over. Lebrov.
The stun up is good. Lebrov, okay. Flash is now burned away. Jackies gets the kited out though, and the re-engage is good. Damage doesn't connect for the Rune Prison or anything of the sort. Broken Blade face checked and almost gets hit for it. Isma gets tempered fate by his own Bard. Cap flashes away. Broken Blade pulls out the ulti, but he's squishy as anything now. The last auto connect. Isma almost died, but it doesn't matter anyway. Lebrov gets the engage he wanted. John flashes forward. G2 are getting destroyed. A triple over to this Varus. The Quadra stolen, and Giant X are thriving in the chaos because G2 are delivering it to them on a combat play.
An engage that was forced by G2 was turned around on by GX. A fantastic ultimate from Noah to set up an excellent team fight. Means that GX, just like that, are looking to close out this game.
And it looks like G2 might be starting the season 0-2 while Giant X sit on top of the leaderboard. Cap's going to buy some time. He goes golden, but soon to die into the egg. Noah gets the turret first. And now with the build-up of damage, all it takes is a quick Q. Giant X had us a little bit, but hey, a deserved win to start 2-0.
How did GX keep getting away with this? Remember that G2 was knocking on their base with a Baron buff.
And this was a cleaner game than last time.
But that's the craziest thing. I mean, Noah, 8-1-9 scoreline. Jackie's 3-1-13.
Yep.
This Varus Rise combo,
Yep.
I mean, in the mid to late game.
Jungle is on something like a Jarvan to counter gank Yike, who's going to have a lot of free access to the potential dives in bot, to the setup that comes from these solo lanes. Early, Elyoya gets Gromp in the meantime, and Alvaro is standing by. Flag, drag. There's some damage. Busio coming to help out. Yike's re-engage. Healing, remember, can come through as well. Elyoya flashes away onto the blast cone, but it's matched. Yike, what a beautiful flash to engage the first blood. Over to Bussin as Yehu looks for the flick back. Onto Jojo, I believe he's already used it here. Jojo gets to half HP, but Yehu absolutely safe, as Yike now knows. And we'll look towards respawns in this bottom camp, see if there's anything up and available for him to steal, but Dragon goes down regardless. Another win for KC.
Okay, looks like level 6 now secured. Ulti onto Yehu.
Sends him into the Jarvan. Okay, Yehu's going to flick back. He's got the help of Yaiku now comes in as well, but no death yet. Onto Jojo feeling the knock-up is beautiful. The timing great from Yike. All they need is the wind. But Jojo gets out of there like lightning. A good flash saves his life. We're just a little bit shy of that flash being off the cooldown. So Elyoya is really trying to punish it. Decimating Smash avoided. Kana stepping up. Here's Elyoya, the flag drag, gets the knock-up. Kana at half HP already. Mirwin needs another Decimating Smash, but he ultis instead. The flash has just come off cooldown. A brilliant play as Jojo flashes away from the seismic shove. Onto Yehu as he flashes away as well. Jojo's coming close, but Yike, the clutch factor again. He's here to save his mid laner proud.
Yike, just at the right moment, helps protect his...
That one. And so no punishment there. Alvaro can't get too much done, and Casey are going to get double dragon. But again, some kind of resilience.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I went to watch Wales play in the Six Nations,
Nice.
the arena singing...
I think we're in that, aren't we? Australia's in that.
No.
Go. to the disengage? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are.
No, they're not.
I'm pretty, Australia's in, we play rugby as Jojo's backing off. Look, here comes the rest of KC. 4 members, in fact, as well. Jojo doesn't stand a chance as Alvaro flashes away. It's KC. We're bringing the pain once more. No objective up on this spot.
Information on the bot side of the jungle, but Busio's reading it well.
Kalist stepping up, putting traps down. Elyoya, flag and drag, tempered fate, but is this going to help them? This gives Yike time to go into super as Arclight Ruin comes through. Kalist spaces him well. Cataclysm there. Yike is going to die, however. So 1 for MKOI. Alvaro's ult was a bit on the nose, but it smells good in the end for Koi.
It certainly does. I was a bit worried because as you highlighted, it felt like it just gave an opportunity for Kalist to get out of the way. He does
flash down for Kalist as we head towards this dragon fight, and for Busio. So those summon is crucial as Herald gets summoned. MKOI want to stop the flow of dragons. Tempered Fate comes in first, and deletion onto the Karma. KC are getting threaded apart and flashing out. Elyoya is just on top of the carry. Gets 2 for the price. The one howls that as Mirwin is now chasing down. A decimating smash incoming onto Kana. Arclight flashed away from him. Yike running for the hills as well. KC in the blink of an eye just got absolutely annihilated.
Simple yet effective as Jojo looks for one more. He'll find the kill onto Yike, but obliteration as KC lose 4 members off the back of that engage. Alvaro connects the ultimate onto Kalist, and I thought that he was going to be the first target, but they melt through Busio. Will be forced to back away. That tower is going to go down, so the cross map that you suspected will come through. And now we'll enter another lull state, really, just because there's no... Yes, they're coming through from both sides, but now that mid has been opened up, it's free for the taking. Good damage. Kalist should be able to secure this. Oh, but yeah, who's alone?
Here comes Jojo in. He gets stunned up midway. Has he got enough mana for the ulti? You'd have to think so, but he autos instead. Blocked by Kana! Yahoo lives on! A magical journey taken, and Kana's going to stop overheating in his deck and start heating up.
Elyoya looking for a flank angle. KC will not give it to them. Mirwin. Ultimates were used.
Mirwin thinking about using one himself as well. Running down onto Busio. There it is. CC immune, but he misses. He whiffs. Elyoya gets a knock up onto Yahoo on the side. He's separated while the dragon goes down the flash for the Cataclysm, but down he drops. Elyoya picks up the kill, and all it costs was a couple of rocks. KC on soul point for 1.
But now they can threaten the Baron. KC, they've only got 4 members. Caitlyn is their only damage. They have Kana too. His ultimate's still a ways away. Mirwin going to act as bodyguard to keep them away from it. Yike is the one you have to be most cautious of if you're a Koi fan.
Okay, it starts off. Audacious strike already onto Mirwin. He's just in the way. A big body at 4K. The Baron's going down, but Mirwin's starting to chip down as well. Finally, it drops the flash. Jojo gets a 1-man ulti. The Kana's right on him. And at full HP, he cares not. Busio gets out. Well, the threat is now super. Mirwin chasing down on the top of your screen as you see Busio's smashed in the head. And even though he should be dead, he's not yet. A magical journey while the back of the fight went well. Busio's caught down by an enemy bard. Ain't many times you said that. As Alvaro gets the kill, the mess is there, but 3 of KC are down.
A big
fights in this game, but KC keep holding on. Game's not over yet. Kinda gets knocked into the air. There's an ulti coming through. A knock up, not hit by Mirwin. Weaver's Wall flies across the top of our screens as well, and Yahoo tries to deny this way, but a Tempered Fate, hang on a minute. Bit of danger here, but Mirwin doesn't want to step up, scared of the rest of the team. Meanwhile, Yike is trying to find a flank, and he just dies to super! Big mistake from the KC jungler, opens up the map for MKOI.
He was not expecting the assassin super sitting in the brush, and now Koi looking for more.
It's a Cataclysm down, it might be the finishing touches. Decimating smash is beautiful. Kana's ulti though, as he gets flicked back and overheat, would be fantastic, but he gets shielded up. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Kana needs to die. Alvaro knows, and as he goes, Golden Super steps up and fills the gap. Kana burning down the 80 carry, but he too will fall. Now through top, MKOI are looking to take it all.
Super plays with no fear, threatening the backline off of the engage from the rest of the Koi members. 2025, Koi could not take down KC in the regular season, but in 2026, they're looking to change that story.
Yikes up in 2 seconds. The only thing I'll say is how much can he do? How much can he delay? One Nexus turret at the very least. Busio trying to buy some time as well, but Mirwin is a body he can't just beat. Decimating smash down, and Super from afar runs into that Crescent Guard and takes him down yet again. superstar 80 carry once more, finishes off with a double, and 2026 will just be a different year for the Spaniards. Eventually.
He does get a bit of a revenge kill back onto Super, but the Nexus will fall, and KOI will go 2-0 on the weekend, taking out both the top contenders, G2 and KC. To start off the split with this kind of a performance, KOI is making a statement that this LEC versus is theirs to take.
MKOI, impressive stuff. You can vote for your player of the game at LEC on X. Me and Elioya, super.